Hello and welcome to Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. I'm Catherine Falk with Cox Communications. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're so pleased to have Kathy Hassinger. She's the Executive Director of Bethany House of Northern Virginia. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for welcoming us in.
Tell us about what Bethany House of Northern Virginia is all about. When were you founded and what's your mission?
Bethany House of Northern Virginia is a faith-based organization that offers shelter and supportive services to victims of domestic violence. We were founded in 1979 by a woman named Doris Ward, and Doris was working with a lot of disenfranchised women in the D.C. metro area. And one of the underlying challenges that these women were facing was violence in the home, but there was very little to help them move out of a violent situation and very little resources to help them recover and move on into a safe situation. And so she stepped into that need and felt somebody needed to kind of do something, and she was the one who recognized that something had to be done, and so she gathered her resources and built Bethany House from scratch. This was at a time when there was very little credibility or recognition given to domestic violence and very little respect offered to the victims, and she encountered a lot of challenges and just persevered and built Bethany House into what it is today.
Great, and that's 4 shelters in Fairfax County?
We do. We have 4 shelters that are located throughout the county. 2 of them are emergency shelters where we provide a frontline response to victims of domestic violence. And then we also have 2 transitional shelters where we offer a longer stay to families who need a little bit more time to recover and kind of gather their resources around them before they can be self-sufficient.
And that's really what makes you unique, right?
I think so. I think so. Most emergency shelters are built on a 30 to 45-day cycle where regardless of what the issue may be, whether it's domestic violence, substance abuse, loss of a job leading to homelessness, there's a 30-day or sometimes 45-day reprieve offered. But I think if I were to ask most people, if you had a major event in your life, whether it was loss of a job or domestic violence, illness or death of a family member, and you were told you have 30 days to get over this and move on, it would be very difficult. We offer our families a stay of 4 to 6 months, which is dramatically different than the typical emergency response. And during those 4 to 6 months, our families really have a lot more time to deal emotionally with the decision to leave that relationship, which is a very difficult decision to make. And they also have much longer time to move on.
Great. And you offer them housing, supportive services, all sorts of things to get them back on their feet, right?
We do. We have housing that is available for 4 to 6 months in the emergency shelter or 2 years in the transitional shelter. And we also offer the wide range of other services from basic needs like food and clothing and bedding to the longer term needs such as career assessments or job training, medical and legal issues. We don't offer them in-house, but we provide the referrals and the support while that's going on. We assist with the child's needs, getting them in daycare and school, and we also offer counseling, both individual and group, for mom and for the child. Many times the children are secondary victims, or sometimes they're the primary victims as well.
And Kathy, you also offer a emergency helpline for domestic violence. Tell us about that.
We do. If anybody is in a situation where they're experiencing violence or just looking what the resources may be alternatives to that situation, they can call our main number, which is 703-658-9500, and we can talk with them through our Bethany House helpline or any member of staff to find out what their situation may be and what they're looking for, and to see if Bethany House can provide that service.
Great. And tell us about your website and what sort of help you guys need at Bethany House of Northern Virginia.
Our website is www.bhnv.org, stands for Bethany House of Northern Virginia. And through our website, anybody could learn a little bit more about Bethany House and what our needs may be. We do have a strong need for financial support, especially in these times, to continue providing services to our families. And so we definitely need and appreciate very much the support of the community.
Great.
And so we thank Cox Communications as well.
Absolutely. And good luck to you. And thanks for joining us. And thank you for joining us on Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. Have a great day.